Ta-da! Hi everyone, I'm Michael V. Smith and this is my book, Soundtrack. Its subtitle is A Lyric Memoir because it's a memoir, it's like an oral history, but it looks like poetry. It's written like individual poems. There are 19 long poems in the book. It's very narrative. It reads really well straight through, like a story. And each poem is named after an album or a song. So I'm using music as a memory or mnemonic device for where I was when. The first one is Blondie, 1978, Parallel Lines. And the last one is from a little hardcore queer punk trio in Vancouver, the Skin Jobs, and their album. And my poem is called Burn Your Rainbow. So the thrust of the story is about what it was like to grow up and come out in the shadow of AIDS. What was it? Poetry so good at capturing the affect or the feeling. And so I was trying to capture some of the feeling and the politics and things that I remembered growing up. Even before I knew I was queer, I had all kinds of stories. Things were in the news about AIDS and HIV. And so what was it like being just steps behind the lost generation of gay men who died from AIDS? How did that politicize me? And really, basically, how did I manage to live? How did I find hope and joy in the face of that? And the answer is pretty obvious. It's the music, and that's why I named the poems after the albums. The music of the time sometimes gave me voice. PJ Harvey's rage was my rage. Sometimes it gave me energy and joy and, good feeling, like Cyndi Lauper. I think it's a fairly traditional or conventional, let's say conventional narrative. It's a coming of age story, but because it's written like poetry, there's all kinds of like concrete poems. There's really cool, if I'm allowed to say that, really cool shit in it. I really love how I use the page in this book. There's a lot of stuff that moves towards concrete poetry. And I just love the design. The trompe-l'oeil on the front is really cool. And then they've got this great cassette tape and the little nod to the Red Ribbon campaign from AIDS awareness. The title page is gorgeous. Look at that title page. And they did a whole bunch of design in the book to try to move this towards like a mixtape. And so here's the table of contents, which is a track list. They had me handwrite all kinds of things. I've got a side A and a side B. And I also did the handwriting like in a mixtape on every poem that's in the book. So they really hit it out of the park designing this book. It's such a gorgeous object. I love the story. Queer joy is so dear to my heart. We need more queer joy in the world right now. And I just love my publisher. Thank you to Book Hug for producing such a beautiful book and for believing in me and for caring about a story of a little queer who managed to live. Thanks. Oh, I don't want to forget. I'm also doing a tour across the country, or most of the country. I'm stopping in Montreal, but I'm going Victoria to Montreal. I'm doing 9 cities. I think I might have a 10th one in the works. You can check out my website, michaelvsmith.com, for events. Please come to the book launch. We're doing a karaoke and poetry launch. So I'm going to read poems and people are going to sing karaoke off the albums. It's going to be a huge amount of fun, and I hope to see you and all of your friends and family there. Bye.